All right, one of my favorite parts of the wrap-up is Couch Conversations presented by Dr. Pepper. Scooby, you know I am psyched for this one. We are joined by UCLA quarterback Chase Griffin. Not just UCLA quarterback, but name, image, likeness superstar. I'm just going to say it and lay it out there. And Chase, what I hope we're about to do is give people a real education on what NIL has been like. Because there are a lot of things that were being said, and you're living it. So let's start with one of the popular conversations was that players wouldn't be able to manage playing and school and NIL. How do you manage doing all three of those things at once?
I think it comes down to one thing, and that's keeping it simple. I'm really focused on excellence in everything. That's how I was raised in my household, whether it be violin at a young age or school or soccer or football. And then now NIL, I keep my priorities in order. So number one is my faith. Number two is my family. And then number three are my academics in football. And then NIL fits in where it can. Honestly, I cap NIL down to 3 hours a week.
By the way, I'm just going to hijack this whole thing. Do you still play? For anyone that doesn't know, these are raw and real. So you mentioned the violin. That's what my background is. I went to Juilliard and I was a country music player for years. So do you still play? Or are we going to have a duet session? We going to jam? When's this going to happen?
I played it for about a decade or so. I haven't been playing it as much since the tail end of high school, but it's honestly something I could get back into.
You know, the thing with NIL, when I think about it, especially early on this season, everyone says, if you're the starting quarterback at this place, or if you're the starting wide receiver, starting running back, you're not even the starting quarterback at your, at your school, but you're still able to just take advantage of every single opportunity. So my question to you is, for somebody out there who's in the same position as you, what advice would you have for them in order to make the best of these NIL opportunities? Because clearly you know of a really effective way of getting that job done.
I always think of a T.D. Jakes sermon that I used to listen to where it talks about how the position isn't always who you are. I've always been sure in who I've been, even growing up as a little kid. And now that I'm at this point, whether it doesn't matter where I am on the depth chart, that doesn't determine who Chase Griffin is. Each and every day I live it the same way. I'm a consistent person in who I am and in my persona. And I think being authentic to myself and to everyone around me is why brands can see me and really galvanize around me.
You give a portion of your proceeds to the LA Food Bank. Why?
Amazing.
So growing up in middle school and tail end of elementary school, I would volunteer on the weekends at the Round Rock Serving Center, which was local. But I just visited the LA Food Bank a couple of days ago, and I saw the scale that it has. Since the beginning of NIL, I wanted to find a partner in LA who had a better reach to helping people than I could do with my own resources. So a piece of each one of my NIL deals, along with, very generous couples or individuals who have donated to my cause and the cause overall, which is the backpack program, where kids who rely on school every single day to eat food get a backpack on the weekends so that they don't starve. So it was just a natural connection there where I have a history of community service, and I wanted to find the best place in LA, or one of the best places for that reach. And they do millions of pounds of food every single week, where they do deliveries, drop-offs, pickups, and they really feed the children of LA. And to be a part of that and to use my NIL deals and NIL for good is a huge blessing.
Yeah, man. I mean, just talking to you, Fitz and I have been looking when we've got off camera, man, he's done that as well. I mean, we're really impressed just by all the stuff you've been saying, and it clearly makes sense as to why all these brands want to work with you. And man, it sounds like you have a great future ahead, which made us think, man, looking at your future, you have a number of different options. I mean, is football something that you have your eyes set on? Is it to continue working through this entrepreneurship? I mean, what is in the future for you, my friend?
I definitely think that football is in my future. I know who I am as a player, and the last time I played, I was excellent, and I'm even better now. So I look forward to staying ready for that. As far as off the field, I remember Arthur Ashe had said that he didn't want to be solely remembered for his tennis accomplishments. And he's a great Bruin, but there's also Bruins like Ralph Bunch, Jackie Joyner-Kersee, Jackie Robinson, and Rayford Johnson, who have all changed the world. and really are the pride of the institution that is UCLA. That's part of the reason why I chose UCLA when going to college. It was a place where I could grow my mind and grow as a football player and play at the next level, which are my dreams. But additionally, it's where world changers go. And to be able to take advantage of the platform that is UCLA and to one day hopefully be mentioned with those greats, it would be an honor and a complete blessing.
Dude, I don't know that I've talked to many people more impressive than you. We appreciate your time. Congratulations on what you're doing. We'll always be advocates for it. Keep crushing it, Chase. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for all the difference you're making in the world, brother.
Thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed it.